executives, these I present to you the Prince of Delaware. Before that, this Tuesday, what can we learn from the huge emirate that can't refuse to remind? Welcome the floor, His Excellency Joe Biden, Joseph, one of the presidents of America at the time, if we have zoomed in the future of his friendship here at Delaware.
Your capital dollars. My administration, and in particular Vice President Harris, are working hard to change those numbers so more Americans with great ideas and strong plans can get the boost they need to launch successful businesses. Because, by the way, it helps everybody. It helps everybody. And then as we implement major pieces of legislation that I signed into law during the past 2 years, we're ensuring that women are fully at the table. And I mean that sincerely. From the historic bipartisan infrastructure law, we're building roads, bridges, water systems, high-speed internet all across America. We're investing in over $1.2 trillion. If we're going to be the leading country in the world economically, we have to have a leading infrastructure in the world. And we rank at near the bottom of the major companies now. Countries, I should say. The Chips and Science Act, I had trouble convincing people of this, but investing hundreds of billions of dollars, $300 billion, to restore America's technological edge including by manufacturing semiconductor chips. By the way, we invented those chips. Oh, we did. We, the United States of America. And then we got fat and happy. And it seemed like a lot of major corporations thought it's better to export jobs to get cheaper jobs and import product. Not anymore. By the way, for the first time, firms receiving significant federal dollars will have to make sure the high-quality child care is available to their workers. So parents can keep their jobs and keep good jobs. You know, by the way, those so-called fabs where they build these computer chips, you know what the average salary is going to be in the fab? $130,000. And you don't need a college education. The Inflation Reduction Act, our country's biggest investment in climate ever, anywhere. Across all these laws, we're making sure that women have access to new jobs and new contracting opportunities in sectors where they've been historically underrepresented, from manufacturing to construction to clean energy. And by the way, I'm known as America's most pro-labor senator. Well, guess what? And then as president, well, guess what? They're in fact increasing the number of women who are in labor unions. It's got to be. Oh no, you think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. Women are more than 50% of the population, to state the obvious. We want to have the strongest economy in the world. We can't leave half the workforce behind. It's that simple. And when we make major investments like these, small businesses are going to benefit as well. Last year, I went up to Syracuse, New York, where I went to school. Micron Technology, a big semiconductor chip manufacturing, is investing $100 billion to build a huge manufacturing facility, so-called megafab. Well, guess what? It's going to create 9,000 good-paying jobs. I met women there named Shawnee Davis. She studied at Syracuse University. Her dad introduced her to electrical work. He was an electrician. She joined the IBW, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, completed her apprenticeship, was the first black woman in the city to become a master electrician. Now she owns her own electrical business. And with Micron making this huge investment in Central New York, thanks to the law we passed and pushed, that means more opportunity for her company and her workers. And here's what she said. She said, I'm a small business now, but I'm not planning to stay a small business. Well, all of you in this room know that kind of determination. That entrepreneurial drive is the heart of America's spirit.
Yeah, the spirit of America is still willing to continue as president until Donald Trump was able to explain to us what his campaign slogans were. And he can explain to me how he's going to be spending $62 billion from my income if he really want to do it. I don't think a prince who is the supreme head of Delaware would like to be a senator. I hope he was, but it's one of those statements as if it was in those days. Not in those days, these days. At that time, many are the plans in a person's heart, but in it is right now as the Lord's purpose has prevailed. Better still, it's not just the kind of fasting I have chosen to lose the chain of injustice until or unite the cords of the yoke, to set the oppressed free and break every yoke. At that point, that they might be able to understand waiting upon the Lord, but if for there you seek the Lord your God, you will find him if you seek him with all your heart and with all your soul while waiting. It's here you remember that to fail to recognize who Jesus is, where he came from, is to remain in darkness. But I vote the palace Lord government, you can see that for he had looked down from heights of a sanctuary of mercy from heaven, as he did, as he is the Lord that beholds the heads. It's at this point I remind you what's in this 13th week, that Jeremiah 13 verse 1 to say, the Lord unto me, go and get thy lions on, and put it upon thy loins, and put it not in water. That's why I said, a cup of water you give to someone is yet the symbol of Islam. And at this point is where it's our loins we've gone. In that point, you will not hesitate beyond now, as if there are anything left to say. But yet, today we've achieved much, and it's about to teach you what endeavor classify you to be a prince. It's not easy. A small place, a state of nothing less than 100 million people, that Jesus, we came to set them all free from slavery and sin, could Joe the Father, the Holy Father, doubt, fear, and ignorance will not be there. An experienced person, your words begin right now from my lips and everywhere as truths through the word of God, creating healing to the mind, the heart, bruises, souls, and bodies. Let your healing love free me from the blindness of sin and deliver it from the destructions, force of evil, stinginess, which are wrongdoing. But I always find peace, joy, holy miracle, knowledge, and healing centers as of knowing your merciful and your love, your truth, time, and godliness. At this point, I wish you all what you've learned is not just been learned until you put it into heart within now and now.